Something we've only seen less than a handful of times since this franchise was born back in the 90s, and that's Jacksonville hosting in the playoffs as we welcome you to TIAA Bank Field. Coming up, it's Divisional Round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between the Miami Dolphins and the Jacksonville Jaguars. First of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. Taking it about the 1. And he takes this near the 25, just a little past there, call it the 26.
On the set. Check that.
Here's Raheem Mostert, the local product from right here in Florida. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, that's what you call being manhandled at the point of attack. And I know the offensive line gets a lot of blame for that one. But occasionally, the defense just knows what you're going to do. Maybe they scouted it perfectly. Maybe someone tipped it off. But on that play, it had no chance.
The first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now Tua. Got his man complete over the middle. It's right. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
In motion left is Wilson. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start, opening drive INT.
And partner, sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
Yeah, maybe they get a little too worried about keeping the football, and then you give it to the other team right off the bat. And look, we said it, on the road, this is just a terrible, terrible start for them.
It is, and now they've got to rely on their defense.
On 1st and 10, it's ETN. Oh, it felt like that move deserved more than he got there. A gain of 2.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Lawrence. Caught by Jones. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. ETN up the middle. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Emmanuel Ogbah there on the stop. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
This is caught. It's Kirk. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Straight ahead, Etienne. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
You got bombers. You got bombers.
Another tote for Etienne. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
We go.
They'll run with Etienne. And this time he is in. Travis Etienne taking it in from a yard out. And the Jaguars are on the board first here in this division round matchup. No problem there on the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
To throw again on 2nd down. Tua complete to right. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a 1st down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Tua going to throw. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Josh Allen showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4.
In every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their 1st sack of the contest.
Okay, ready?
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. After the sack on 1st down, Tua, right's got it. They'll wind up getting 10 back there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and 5.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down. And the tight end goes in motion left. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Well, just 2 series in here, Charles, but everything's gone to script so far. They got a touchdown on their first drive. Their defense holds, and now they've got a chance to take a 2-score lead.
And to co-sign with you, exactly the start they scripted up. And really, that kind of start, that can set the tone for the game for them.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or do they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now Lawrence to throw. Out route, he finds his man. It's Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Here's a give to Etienne, and he is going to lose yardage here. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. On the move past the 40. And he will work his way out of bounds here at the 25-yard line. A big play that time for Jacksonville. 42 yards.
We know play callers can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, they don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just get the ball in his hands and let him do his thing. In a sense, less can become more, and it was right there.
Tackled that time by Jerome Baker out of Ohio State.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. They go play action now. Lawrence. The pass complete to Ingram on the crossing route. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 14. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Well, a lot of credit to the play caller here. He saw the design in his mind and implemented it. A little zone stretcher here because they started the tight end on the left side of the formation and set him on a crossing route. And this works really well where you can find that space between levels, and they were able to do so for good yardage. The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive.
Hey, exit.
But to throw again is Lawrence. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12. Now a field goal try coming up here for the Jags. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about one-score lead, two-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. They'll start on the ground with Mostert. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And the Jaguars will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. On play action, Lawrence. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done.
Yeah. 64.
A shotgun snap and a give to ETN. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On 2nd down, ETN once more. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Well, at that rate, picking up 3 yards a carry, you and I both know that doesn't cut it in this league and trying to get 1st downs unless you're playing 4-down football. Then that's a whole different situation, but I don't think that's what they're trying to do here. 3rd and 4, though, is still manageable.
The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Now Lawrence. And able to find Kirk complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Lawrence finding Kirk there for the Jaguar first.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even third down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Travis Etienne with his second touchdown here in this first half. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes our score 17-0. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Looking to pass. Tua. And going deep for Hill. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 69 yards. And the Dolphins are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence. Completes it to Evan Ingram. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. He targets Ingram for another grab. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Throwing again on 2nd down. Lawrence. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag is down. This could possibly be a push-off. Looked like some hands both ways. They got it on the offense.
And sometimes there's a fine line between being the receiver and the DB, and he knocked that one away. Might have caused an incompletion that could have been an interception.
Come on, set. Hey, you.
Here's Lawrence to throw. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
Go, go! Hey! Hey, lock it!
Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. Picked off Byron Jones. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
After the turnover, it's Tua. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Blue striker. Strike. Check striker.
Here's Tua. He's going to look deep down the field. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that will do it for this first half. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup as we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando. That's where we check in with the coach and our EA Sports halftime report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game. I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Play action. It's Lawrence. Open man right side is Ingram. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
On the set. Hey, high 7. Go.
They go play action with Lawrence. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Lawrence will throw. And this one into the hands of Ingram downfield. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 37. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
It is fun to watch the big man work the middle of the field. How about that post route there? Did an excellent job of getting his head around to look the football in and gain significant yardage.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 37-yard line. Throwing again here. It's Lawrence. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
In motion right is Jones. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Lawrence eluding the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. Now a field goal try coming up here for the Jags. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. And this one is right down the middle. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. And they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. Room here to run. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
All right, I've got to be careful here. All right, he's on the plus side of 30. There may be a little gray in the beard, but that's not slowing down his feet as far as he's concerned.
What he's saying, I'm on the plus side of 30.
Well, if you're on the plus side of 30, you don't know what I'm on the plus side of. All I know is that run right there, let us know there's still some life in those legs.
Absolutely, still got a lot of life left in those legs. On first down, they go with Mostert again. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Tua. They complete it to Hill. Tua to Tyreek for the Miami first. A run with Mostert up the middle. Down to the 42, second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. To throw on 2nd and 6. Tua. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. He is going to find Hill here. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 28. In the wild card game last week, he had 4 catches, and now he has his 4th catch here.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Miller. Claude Ray. Field flat.
Tua now on first down. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Lawrence Cager, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is down to a field goal. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. He'll drop this one off with ETN. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs. Run some plays, run some clock. Allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
Ready? 61. Martin Watts, right.
One quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Lawrence. And he whips that one incomplete there.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Here we go.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Lawrence going to throw again. Quick hitter here. It's complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Right there, he rose to the occasion late in a close game.
It's something he thought about, dreamed about, and worked on throughout his career. Because in these types of situations, he wasn't going to allow extra coverage to keep him from getting the football.
Hey,
From the gun on 3rd down, Lawrence. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always making sure no one's holding.
So following a holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long?
Go! Hey, Alpha!
Again, it's Lawrence. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And he'll have it past midfield, almost to the 40 before being taken down. Able to convert on 3rd and 14, a terrific play call.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 41. Lawrence. He'll get this off to ETN. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
On 2nd down, a run with ETN. And a short gain down to about the 33.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the 1st down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the 1st down, get a new set, and let's start over.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
On play action, Lawrence. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Handoff running left is ETN. Jalen Phillips, the edge man, on the tackle. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jalen Phillips from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Now Lawrence to throw. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Well, my, how the tables have turned now. They were trying to salt this one away, but that interception, potentially a game changer.
And I've just got to think to myself, at this point of the game, I know you've been aggressive. I know that's your MO, and that's fine. And all those teams that talk about all gas, no brakes, you better have the emergency lever to pull occasionally. They could have used it right there.
Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted. Picked up by Andre Sisco.